Dear friends, today is the Teachers' Day in India. Teachers are the light of the world, the beacon in the dark, and the hope that gives us strength to survive in this difficult and complex world of ours. Teachers' Day is kept aside to honor the gifted souls who work every day to make sure that the future is bright for all of us. In fact, future of the nation is in the hands of the teachers. When we celebrate on this day, that is 5th of September as the Teachers' Day, we recall the great contribution of the great teacher, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. Following his footsteps, our teachers make our nation and the world a better place to live in. On this beautiful occasion, let's take the opportunity to convey our wishes to all our teachers who have given impeccable contribution in shaping us. It's a day filled with a lot of excitement, joy, and happiness as students are eagerly looking forward to tell their teachers how and why they are special to them. The alumni look up to their teachers and respect them wherever possible. It is also good to ask ourselves that as a nation, as communities of people, have we given enough respect and importance to our teachers? In this pandemic, for example, we honored the frontline workers like doctors and health workers. Of course, they deserve it. However, in my opinion, teachers too were frontline workers. They faced the difficult task of educating our children. In fact, the, the change or the transformation from classroom teaching to online classes were not so easy. And many of our teachers were not experts in technology. They were not expert in digital platform, but they were forced to get into, and very little time only took for them for that transformation. So when we look at their difficulties and difficulty in dealing with the children who are at home, they are not with the teachers, and the children also go through several difficulties. In spite of all these, our teachers kept them continue to educate, and therefore they are also, in my opinion, frontline workers. Respect them. On this Teachers' Day, all of us must come forward to express our gratitude to our teachers. And when we reflect about the Teachers' Day, we must reflect the world around us. Because teachers are not mere teachers in the classrooms. They are supposed to be change makers, trendsetters, and inspiring pupils for a better future. A teacher reflects on our changing society and how change informs what teaching is like today. When we look at Afghanistan, in the Middle East, in the Central Asia, Africa, and even India, we see much atrocities, hatred, division, violence coming up. And we see there is a kind of animosity and hatred, exploitation, and terrorism. People are discriminated against in the name of religion, ethnicity, caste, language, and regions. mindless violence and exploitation, corruption and hatred are increasing in this world of ours today. I think it is because, to a great extent, education has failed in its noble goals. Education fails because educators fail in their duties. Teachers' Day, perhaps, makes us to reflect the duties and responsibilities of teachers all over the world. Today, teachers have added responsibility to make them relevant and effective to face the complexities of the world. They must make their students men and women for others. This means they must enable their students to move from self centeredness to other centeredness. Teaching in the 21st century is an altogether different phenomenon than previously. Recent technological advancements have affected many areas of our lives, including the way we communicate, collaborate, learn, of course, teach and learn. Today, therefore, it is good to reflect what are the major characteristics of today's educationists. I place before you 10 points for the teachers to reflect upon. The first one is learner centered classroom and personalized instruction. That is, in fact, I always say multiple intelligence based education should be given. And in the NEP, for example, National Education Policy 2020, in its key principles, it talks about uniqueness of every child must be accepted. As students have access to any information possible today, there certainly is no need to spoon feed them knowledge to teach one size fit for all content. Students have different personalities, goals, and needs. And offering personalized instruction is not just possible but desirable. But we need to try. Second, learn new technologies. Every teacher, in order to be able to offer students choices, having owns, uh, one's own hands-on experience and expertise will be useful. Since the technology keeps developing, learning a tool once and for all is not an option anymore. To be relevant today as teachers, you must learn new technologies. And we cannot be parochial, we cannot be regional, we cannot be simply compartmentalize their life and live in a small world. We must go global. That's the third point. Today's tools makes it possible to learn about other countries and people firsthand. So we must utilize it. The fourth point I propose to you is be smart and use all the gadgets, including the smartphones. Once again, when students are encouraged to view their devices, they can learn better in with proper guidance. Fifth point is we must collaborate with one another, collaborate with our colleagues, collaborate with the management, collaborate with the government, collaborate with one another. Technology allows again collaboration between teachers and students. Collaborations globally can change our entire experience. And therefore, the sixth point, that is to connect with like-minded individuals. Networking so important today. This will enable us to have better experiences and problem-solving skills. Seventh point I propose to you is we need to have experience-based learning. Experiential learning, we can call it. A project-based learning give more exposure to students about the realities of the world. Today's students should develop their own driving, critical questions, conduct the research, contact experts, and create final projects to share, all using devices already in their hands. All they need from their teacher is proper guidance. The eighth point I propose to you is build your positive value based personality. It is so important for a teacher to be positive and constructive. A positive person cultivates positivity in others, even in a negative atmosphere. The ninth point is be innovative in teaching and learning pedagogy. Students appreciate novelty from their teachers. And finally, keep on learning. That's the 10th point. As new tools and new technology keeps emerging, learning and adapting is essential for a teacher. COVID-19 pandemic has made teachers innovative and new in their approach. Apart from these 10 points, teachers must realize that they must make children to reflect deeply, think critically about the injustice that are around them, and make them respond against them. There must be an atmosphere of acceptance, an attitude of mentoring, providing a safe environment for all to grow, harmonious and impartial judgment, and above all, a loving, caring, and encouraging attitudes in teachers. Value communication is part of good teaching. If so, teachers will be like role model educators who can help the world to be a better place. Teachers are still facilitators of knowledge and wisdom. They unleash new ideas and thoughts. They're agents of change. The future depends on good teachers. Today, we would like to extend our gratitude to every teacher for selfless service and dynamic support. We are always grateful to you, my dear teachers. Thank you, everyone, and wish you a very, very happy Teachers' Day. Enjoy the day and be an inspiring teacher in your career. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.